welcome back to another episode of What's the Point? I'm today's host, Claude Neve, and here I am with some amazing members, and I might be biased, you'll have to check the facts on this, but SPTV, that's Stevens Point Student Television, where we are right now. I'm a part of this, and I'm here with Florence Anderson and Nathan Wagner. How are you guys doing on this lovely day in our quite extravagant studio?
Well, we're in the studio, so I'm having a pretty good day. That's it. I'm having a pretty good day.
Productive, good, happy, as well as it could be. And this is a show that we've done for many other organizations, and today I get to interview some of our very own staff members that have been on for varying different times. Could you guys tell me your position and how long you've been a part of SPTV, and to slap on even more, what drew you to SPTV?
I'll go first because I'm a bit newer than Nate here. I'm a sophomore this year, so I've only been involved with SPTV for a year. I got hired second semester my freshman year as a news producer. I'm now the general manager here at SPTV, which is pretty sick. I started here as an anchor my first semester. That's what drew me in, is I wanted to be on TV. And I was like, I'll be an anchor so I can be on TV. And then I started making packages. The news producer position opened up. I applied. I got it. And I was like, this is probably the best place I've worked ever. So I stayed, and here I am.
That's awesome. And Nathan?
Yeah, I've had a pretty similar path to Florence, so I've been here for a bit longer. I'm currently in my senior year, and I've been at SPTV for all 4 years that I've been at UWSP. I also started out as an anchor. I thought the idea of being on camera and having practice doing that would be fun, and so I auditioned to be an anchor, and I did it my freshman year. Sophomore year, I got hired to be the news producer. And then my junior year, I took the position as the promotions coordinator. So I help out making graphics and like posting on our social media accounts. I still have that position for this year as well.
Awesome. So those are two very different but well-rounding positions for our club here and our organization. Could you guys walk me through a day in the life, maybe even a general look over of the week of what it would look like to be a part of SPTV as a staff or a general member?
Yeah, so this year is a little bit different than a lot of other years because we're regularly producing entertainment on top of 2 other shows. So a week in SPTV, I'd say, is Monday. We're looking at filming a sports hub pretty early in the day. We edit that later in the week. Tuesday's a pretty chill day. We just have a meeting with the staff. Wednesday, we film our entertainment shows. Thursday, we film our news shows. And then we have a different upload schedule for that. But that's generally what we look like when we're filming. Otherwise, we're just chilling in the office and working on our projects.
Yeah, it's a little bit different depending on our different staff members because we all have our own individual schedules that we're working around for being in the office. But we do try and be in the office usually at least 2 days a week. We all have a set amount of hours that we need to come in and be in the office. If you're a general member, you're usually around during the filming of the shows. If people are interested in coming in and seeing kind of what we're all about and want to be more involved, they can swing by our sports show, our entertainment show, our news show, and like our entertainment shows like this one, and also You Got Game, we try and bring on new people. We want to try and see new people on camera as well. So in general, if you're not a part of the executive staff, you're usually going to be around for the filming of the various shows. And
with that, with those general members, what different positions can you be? Behind camera, on camera? What is going on back here? We're a lot of behind the scenes for a TV studio and a show-making place. Lots of maybe more electronic things. What can people get involved in?
Yeah, there's a lot you could do actually at SPTV. We kind of mentioned the on-camera portion as well. Both Florence and I first started out as news anchors, and that is generally considered to be a general member position. We do have our exec staff do it as well, but we try and open it up to general members first if they want to. But you can also help out setting up the cameras, learning how to operate them and put them in place. We have our teleprompter, so when people are reading off the scripts for the news show or the various shows that we have, they can roll that down and make sure that everybody can read that properly. And then we also have a machine called the TriCaster, which is basically used to switch between the different scenes that we have for the different shows, like cutting between my camera and Claude's camera, for example. That'd be someone that the TriCaster would take care of. So that can be a multitude of positions, both behind the scenes and on camera. So we want to try and create as many opportunities for people to get involved as possible, because there's a lot to learn in the media world, and especially if there are media studies students who are trying to get some more hands-on experience, I think this is a great way to do it.
I agree. The other options I think students have for news especially is creating VOSATs and packages. That's something, if you're really interested in reporting, that's really easy and fun to get into. I did a couple my freshman year, and they were all really fun to do, and I learned a lot doing them. The other thing, I would say, is floor directing. Floor directing I've done a handful of times. You get to talk in the walkie-talkie, so it's the fun part.
Yeah, you get to tell people what to do.
Yeah, you get to interrupt people's conversation and be like, quiet on set, and they have to listen to you.
Oh yes, that outdoor voice really gets to be your indoor voice for on set, and it's whether or not people are actually chatting and having some conversations before we start filming, or just for fun. It is quite entertaining to see the booming voice come into the small studio from the smallest of people. With your different positions and stuff, there's a lot. There's so many different ways, it seems, to get involved with SPTV. And there's also different shows that we've mentioned. Now, are those shows all set in stone? Can people make their own? How do you get involved in different positions with that?
So in terms of shows, I'd say news is pretty set in stone as to how we film it for now. That may change in the future. Sports Hub is pretty set in stone to the sports producer because our sports talent is a little bit more limited. However, entertainment is very, very flexible. Our popular show, You Got Game, came from Ryan Kreft, who was not on staff last year, but is currently on staff now. It was a show he wanted to do for the fun of it. We thought it was really, really funny, really turned out well. Nate and I were both contestants, actually. Nate beat me pretty bad. But we thought it was really fun, and we continued it. And so if you do have a show you want to try, we're definitely open to doing it. And if it turns out really well and you want to keep doing it, we definitely want to keep doing it with you.
Yeah, I think that's something that we try to encourage at SPTV in general, is we not only want people to get the hands-on experience of producing content, but if they really have something that they want to make themselves, we want to try and give them the tools to be able to do so, to be able to use our studio or the different cameras, or even just if they need some extra hands to help out. We want to try and give them the resources that they can so they can make some new original content, and then it could become very successful, like we've seen with You Got Game. I know we've had some other original ideas that have kind of come and gone, but in general it's pretty flexible to people kind of coming up with their own ideas and making their own shows, and we want to try and encourage that as much as possible.
Absolutely. It's SPTV and television, and we're posting these on YouTube, so we've got a different platform than an actual news station. So come in with ideas. We've got the equipment. We're here to help you film it and make that idea a reality. Don't be afraid to reach out. Organizations or otherwise, if you're an individual, come on down. We're a welcoming place. With that being said, we're going to take a quick break here at SPTV on What's the Point, and we'll be right back. Hey everybody, and welcome back to What's the Point? I'm sitting in a different area. I know, switcheroo.
Yeah, what are you doing over here?
I don't know. The real question is, where did Florence go? And that's part of our game. Florence is sitting on the other side of the room now, and we are going to be playing a game that's popular from the show Whose Line Is It Anyways? The thing is Florence is standing in front of a green screen, and she will not be able to see where she is reporting from. And Nathan and I will be giving some very subtle clues on where she is, and so she can keep reporting and find out where she is. Are you ready to get going? How good do you rate your improv skills? Let's give a lowdown. So set the bar low, how low can you limbo?
Well, I was going to set the bar pretty high. I improv'd a lot in high school and middle school with community theater.
Mm-hmm.
However, I haven't done improv for a while now, so
Well,
I'd say 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10? Nathan?
Yeah.
4 out of 10. I like if you're feeling pretty confident and that's a 4 out of 10. I don't know what I am. I feel like I'm pretty okay at improv, but I haven't really done it in a while, I suppose. At least not in a comedic sense. So,
Well, I
pretty
think
okay.
Pretty okay. You guys sound like you're thrilled for this next section.
I mean, I'm excited. I just don't know how well it's gonna go.
Yeah, same.
Lucky for us, it's a group effort.
All right.
Group effort.
It's a group
so let's
effort.
see how well our dynamic is. Let's do this.
The SPTV camaraderie.
Oh my. How does it feel to be around such amazing creatures?
Oh God, being around such amazing creatures in a place like this, it's phenomenal. You don't see them around this often, especially in this large amount of creatures. I wish I could hold more of them or any of them at all, but I just simply cannot at the moment.
Would you say that there's a strong desire for water among these creatures?
I'd say they crave quite a bit of water. I'd say that the amount of water they wish to consume is plentiful and quite large. I think I'm starting to understand where I am, but the creatures and we definitely all love water equally.
So this domesticated animal that people can bring into their home, a lot of them are enjoying the outdoors right now. It seems like where you are is like a nice time of the year, and I don't know where I was going with that. Nathan, you want to help me out?
Yeah, probably just your classic neighborhood home. Probably some nice weather happening.
With this lovely pet.
I agree. The weather is doing phenomenal here. The creatures all around me love the weather. They also love the water. They're doing quite well for the weather, I must say. Usually, this breed does well in all weathers. So I can't say that they're not doing well because they're doing very well.
Do you think you know what type of animal this is?
I'm pretty sure it's a dog, and if it is not a dog, it is a cat.
It is a dog.
Okay, it's a dog.
It is a dog for sure. Let's see how much more accurate we can get. So these dogs, now that we have agreed to determine
Yes,
what
I'm
they
certified
are
dogs.
all enjoying water in
Yes.
what seems like backyards, and their owner is giving it to them in a certain way. Do you know how this delivery is? Like what kind of delivery that they're doing?
Well, if they're anything like my dogs back at home, they love a good hose sprayed directly in their face. Such as those pressure hoses. They love those. Especially if you put it on the mist setting, they don't like that very much. But if you spray it right in their face, they've had that good time with that.
Well, Florence, that is exactly what's going on. You've been sitting in front of video compilations of dogs being sprayed at with hoses.
Oh my God.
They were very excited.
Losing their minds.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see that. I'm sad. I wish I could have seen that. But
You
I'll
will.
see it in post. So
It was
it's okay.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
It sounds like a good time.
And then we're going to pause really quick while we do a big switcheroo and send Nathan out into the field. And we'll be right back after this fun transition. Whoa! Oh God, what a wacky transition. That was incredible.
That was too wacky.
What an amazing experience.
I agree.
For some reason, stayed in the same spot, but now Florence is here.
I'm here, yes.
And Nathan is over yonder.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Hello.
Are you ready to go through the same wonderful experience? Florence got a great location. I don't know what will come of where you're reporting from, so let's just jump into it.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, it seems like you've got some intense stuff going on behind you right now.
Whoa, it's looking pretty crazy over here, Florence, Claude. Not exactly sure what is going down, but I can tell you it is some intense, crazy stuff for sure.
It really is. There's so much going on. It seems like they're really fighting to win. Oh my goodness, it's
I'm assuming it's a pretty chaotic scene. I can only imagine that there is some intense all-out brawl happening behind me. Just an extreme,
this
intense
just in,
fight.
it is now changed to something that's still related in the weirdest part of what happened in the beginning to a lot of green happening.
A lot of green.
I really got to ask here, Nate, how does it feel to be surrounded by green?
Surrounded
liquid.
by green? Well, as they say, it's not easy being green, but being surrounded by it, that is pretty simple. But I'm sure that whatever is happening is sure to be a scary, intense time surrounded by this green.
Yeah, this green is kind of like something from like a really big television network.
I would say a television network that is so big, it holds its own award ceremony
Yes.
where the only people allowed to vote are under the age of 18.
Yes, the kids that are, and everybody's ecstatic
Yes.
about this.
Yeah, everybody's very excited to see. I can only guess that we are looking at the Kids' Choice Awards. People are getting intensely slimed.
That is it. That is fantastic. These are some interesting reactions right now. You've got Katy Perry up on stage behind you, about to.
Oh, hello, Katy
Oh.
Perry.
Yeah.
Slimed
there
right
she
in
is,
the
just
face.
Slimed. It's grand.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that, Katy.
Slow motion recap.
Ooh.
Ooh, let's take a look at that again.
Ooh.
This is some pretty intense sliming.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, but that was good.
I like
also,
that.
I was so confused because it started off with wrestling.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like you're in the
Was
middle
it
of a
like
WWE.
Double Dare or?
Oh, it could have been. It was just a bunch of what
Yeah.
looks like grown men in the glimpses
Yeah.
that I saw.
I
They had,
see.
like,
Wrestling.
their little wrestling singlets or Speedos on.
Yeah, and then just a bunch of green slime.
All right.
And all of a sudden they weren't fighting anymore, they were just tripping over the slime.
Yeah, it was a slip and slide of slime, if you ask me, in a ring.
But I think we can all learn something from that today. Even if
Yeah.
we fight in our daily lives, even if
Mm-hmm.
we have strife, we can all come together over slime.
Yes, the true neutral color is Nickelodeon green slime.
I agree. The only valid color from here on out is Nickelodeon slime green. And when I go home tonight, I think I'm going to drink some.
Oh, I don't
Drink some
recommend.
slime?
I don't
Is it
recommend
safe to
you drinking
drink?
slime.
Yeah, the slime is actually edible because so many people accidentally consume it during.
Oh, you know what?
You know,
that
that
would
makes
make
sense.
Because, you
Now
know,
I'm
we
less
saw
concerned about your
previously
health.
how Katy Perry opened it from below. She was like,
Just up your nose. Oh, I
Yep.
would hate that.
it is
sensation
technically
so much.
legally safe for consumption.
All right.
FDA
I
approved.
hopefully
slime.
probably doesn't taste that good,
I don't imagine so.
I wouldn't want.
but we
to
can
try
only
it.
hope that it tastes like some amazing green Jello.
Oh God. Okay. Anyways, that was fun. Very entertaining for both ends, I'd say. I wouldn't say that there's a loser because I think it was a group effort, like I mentioned before. But that was some fantastic.
That was a good time.
I think the true winner is Ryan, our entertainment producer who's behind the camera, who found these videos and
I
figured
agree.
out how to set up this live green screening for us. So
It's pretty
I'd say
amazing
everybody
stuff.
golf clap so we don't peak those microphones. But Ryan is our true winner today. Good job,
Yay,
Ryan.
Ryan. I'm glad
Yeah,
you could finally
Ryan.
win something.
Oh, he's cheering from what we call the fishbowl, our tech room.
Our little tech room.
All right, we'll have one final little break before we come back and ask the true deep question of this show's title of what's the point?
Quiet on set.
We'll be back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take Ben.
Live at SPTV, mic check, audio check, news directors adjusting the sound, teleprompter running smoothly. Floor director, alert! Cameras are rolling, bring in the talent. Where's the makeup artist? Anchors ready for the news. Are you ready to join SPTV? That's a wrap, lights out.
Welcome back. We are in our place where we're meant to be for at least the remainder of the show. And I've only got 2 questions for you. Don't worry, they're simple. Don't have to use too much brain power for the rest of your day. The first part is, what is your favorite part of being an SPTV?
Well, I'll go first. So my favorite part is really just like the the friendship we form with our other staff members. I feel like we're all really close within the staff. Like we're all really passionate about doing this kind of stuff, so that makes working together even easier and even better, and that just makes doing all this really worth it and really fun.
Yeah, I think my favorite part is probably being able to create content in sort of a original and very fun way. I think everybody involved with SPTV kind of knows that we just like to have fun and goof around with one another, kind of going back to the friendship aspect that Florence mentioned before. But I think it's just, if you're interested in making media content and you want to try your hand at it a bit more, I think SPTV is a great place to do that because you're just going to have a lot of fun while you're here.
And now the biggest question, which hopefully coincides right in with that favorite part. But what is the point of SPTV?
Okay, well, I think the point, there's a lot of points to SPTV in my opinion, but the biggest point is to provide opportunities to create content to the UWSP students and to also watch content to the UWSP students because our news is catered to the UWSP area and our entertainment is people they might see in class one day. So I think that's just what we're there for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the point is to entertain and to create and to allow people to create in new and original and fun ways and really be able to not only advance their skills in media studies and their media practices, but also to be able to explore new ideas, come up with original ones that they may not have the opportunity to do so otherwise, and just hang out with some really fun, some really cool people while they're doing that.
I, of course, as a member, have to completely agree. This place has got such a great environment to be around. It works around your school schedule, on or off staff. We try to get as many people involved as possible, especially in this time, as safely as possible. What you don't see behind the scenes is when we're moving around, we're putting on masks, we're cleaning everything every day. We've got so many different precautions in place that Florence and Nathan are pushed to the ends of our news desk that you see somebody usually sitting at the center of when we film our news. We're at a nice social distance. So yes, we're social distancing on here, and we're doing everything we can to push through this pandemic. I don't know even I can say that on air.
Through current circumstances.
Yeah, through
wink, wink. But yeah, I agree. We want to try and stay as safe as we possibly can and definitely help people get involved, but make sure that we're doing it in a way that isn't putting anybody at risk.
Yeah.
And with that, where can people find you offline? Where can we find us in person? Where are we? What are we doing?
Well, offline, there's I'd say coming to any of our shows is a really great way to meet us offline. Mondays at 1, we film our sports hub. Wednesdays at noon, we film whatever entertainment show we're doing that week. Thursdays at 5, we do our news show. And then Fridays, I also didn't mention this earlier, but Fridays we have a creation team that comes in and makes videos. Typically they're in, I think around 10 or 11. Mm-hmm. Then you can come meet them. This is in the studio in the CAC, which is room 121, at the end of the hall on the right side. And then we also have our office hours, which are just across the hall. We're usually in 10 to 6 every day, except for Fridays, which is 10 to 2. And we're typically around then.
But yeah, if you ever have anybody that you want to talk to about getting involved with SPTV, you can pretty much swing by our offices, room 118 and room 130 in the Communication Arts Center at UWSP, and just talk to somebody and see what you might want to do to get involved. So if you're at all interested in being a part of SPTV, you can definitely swing by down to the offices.
And I'll sign us off with our online stuff. Thank you guys, everybody, so much for watching. If you'd like to find us, we're online at SPTV UWSP. And again, with those things of finding us in person or emailing us, then you can join our group chat. We have a Facebook group chat where we can message directly, and something for even being on staff. We have our own one. And with that, I want to give a shout out to our alumni that have been with us over these past couple of years, making us want to join and to be a part of SPTV and push that to carry on with their next generation of general members and employees here. Because we do get paid, and you can also get credit for working here, which is awesome. I think that's a great bonus of being here. But again, thank you guys so much for coming on the show today, and Florence and Nathan. And
thanks for having us.
Yeah, watch the rest of our content on our YouTube channel, SPTV UWSP. And I've been Claude Neve with What's the Point?